Yo, 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 you already know what it is. It's your boy KBrownTheCEO, and you done tuned into episode of The Spice, episode 4, where we talk relationship, marriage, the key to being happy in your relationship, the key to making it 50 years. But I got my special co-host for today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Christy Green. How are y'all doing? I am the CEO of G&G Rentals as well as B&G Boutique.
Hmm. Where they follow you at? Where how they
On
get in touch with you?
Instagram, we'll drop it below.
Facts, facts. But the first topic of today, you already know we get straight into it. The selection process, right? And the reason we saying this is because at the end of the day, when you picking a female, we got to start doing better, fellas. Like we're looking at the booty, we're looking at the breast, we're looking at the face. You know what I'm saying? But we're not looking at nothing within her at all. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're looking at other stuff, so we have to really buckle down. You know what I'm saying? A lot, and I'm victim to it by myself because if she's beautiful, she might do something for you, but y'all have no compatibility. You know what I mean? What you think, Queen?
Facts, as well as women. I mean, some women pick men based off looks as well as money. So if he have a nice car or if he's known in the city, she feels like he's a good catch. Like, he can be a complete. They cannot have anything in common, and she'll still try to roll with it because of who that person is. It's a more so about the reputation of him versus who he actually is or what he can actually do for you.
Yeah, I like how you said that he's big in the city. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, if a lot of other women wants a guy, his attractability is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're only going at him for a bad reason. You're not going at him because you fuck with him. You're going with him. You're going after him because everybody else wants him, and it's more of a selfish thing. How can he make me look? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You feel
right.
me? What you
And
think?
sometimes, sorry to cut you off, sometimes she cannot even be attracted to him. Well, because he's well known or because he's a street guy or whatever, then it's like, okay, well, yeah, we can go.
Yeah, because another thing too, though, when it comes to the ladies, the fellas is more about beauty over braids. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even looking at a girl who can fulfill you and fulfill substance. Because after once you have sex with her, what else can she do for you? There, like, because at the end of the day, as men, we're goal chasers. If there's no end goal in it, it's boring as hell. Boring as hell. So with a female, right? Y'all got to start looking at more than his pockets. Like he might be him. You're looking at his status, but when you actually get to know the guy, he a goofy and Gucci.
But here's the thing, too, though. What people don't understand is, what women don't understand is, the guy can actually be physically attracted to you, but you don't turn him on financially. So it don't matter how much money he got, he not
Explain
spending it
that.
on you anyway.
Explain that. Explain that.
So you ever hear a story about a woman messing with a man and he has like a lot of money, and what he did with his last girlfriend or his wife or his ex, he doesn't do for the new girlfriend, right?
Ooh.
And it's only because sometimes y'all don't turn him on financially. Like, you have to turn a man financially on for him to actually want to do something for you.
That's real.
So he can actually want to have sex with you. Come on now, like a man, they can have sex with you and not even like you. But are they willing to spend time? That's just like a man that'll have sex with you but won't even take you on a date. Won't even buy you
Yeah.
flowers.
Yo, and that leads to the second thing. Like you got right into it. The ratchet or the wifey material. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, men like the ratchet Jones. Whether whether y'all want to admit it or not, we love them Jones. We love their
Okay.
energy. We love but we don't take them serious at all.
No, no.
And that's what
But y'all will lead them on. So
100%.
knowing that women can live in Delulu land, and after they mess with y'all automatically go together. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all have to
Yeah,
stop doing that.
and it really messes with your John because you done piped her up, made her think something when you could have just been honest, like, yo, I'm just trying to bomb. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the way they be rapping about all the freak shit they be on and all that, yeah, that catches a dude that gets into that dopamine. You know what I'm saying? We want to see if it really like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these joints be ratchet joints be all right, but because you let her on and made her think that she was special, she's going to tear your life up. Like,
Yeah, but then too, like I just said about turning a man on financially. Just because the female is ratchet and she's turned and she's like, okay, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that. That don't necessarily mean that man is gonna bring that out of her.
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? You have to be a certain level of man to bring a certain freaky out of a woman anyway.
Mm.
My opinion.
So just because she say all of that, but she's telling you what she'll do for the right man. What you saying?
For the right man, yeah. That don't necessarily mean like, okay, we're gonna do this, bust it down, whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna do that with you. I mean, I can get around you and the energy not even be good. You know what I mean? I can get around you and then I'm not even turned on at all. But for the person that I am turned on by, I'm a freak. I'm ratchet for real.
Hey, yeah. But when I'm white like you, and I want to speak on what you said about like a dude with the ratchet joint. He's in it for the sex, so he not taking her on a date. He not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? He going to hit you in the inbox, invite you over, maybe pop the bottle. But for us, the same guy will see a female, don't even know her, and then want to just take her, want to do for her, want to spend money on her. And why is that? Why is that though? Why you think?
Because like I said before, it's in you or on you. It's like I just feel like for a man knows what he wants. So I feel like a man pays attention to a lot more details than a woman will to me.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's actually seeing somebody, he's like, yeah, she all right. I'll hit. You know what I'm saying? She's hittable, but she's not take her home to mom. They just pay attention to little things. So I just feel like maybe he's more attracted to her, the other woman, and it could be for different reasons. Sometimes it don't even have nothing to do with looks. Because sometimes you can see a couple and then a woman will be like, what is she doing with him or what are you doing with her? Like it's different. It's the energy.
What about
You know what I'm saying?
occupation? Because there's a list of occupations that guys have that automatically put you in a ratchet sex only category. You automatically X'd out of the wifey category.
What? Give me some game on that. Give me some game on that.
I'm about to give you game. Number
Yeah.
one, OnlyFans.
Okay.
If she's an OnlyFans model, she would never be my girlfriend. But I'm trying to do some of that shit I see on your OnlyFans.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And for the
You
right
feel me?
price, you might can. Okay, I get it. I
No,
get it.
we not doing. I don't do that though. If I can't hit for free, it ain't worth it. Like for real, like me, like for real, it's an even exchange. I'm busting your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Like I'm really putting work in. So it's an even exchange. It ain't like you coming over here. I'm doing 90% of the work over here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you gonna have a good time. You getting off. I'm not paying you to end your career. You feel me? We're not doing that. Number two though on the list, stripper. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that are that are hit strippers. We all love strippers,
Okay.
but the the fact that any guy can touch your body and you're borderline sex worker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because a lot of girls, and you gotta remember, there's guys out here that don't respect strippers and sex workers at all. Like we're like I actually met a couple of these dudes and I'm like, damn, like you don't nah, she a stripper. She could be doing something else. So they not even looking at her as wifey material. You know what I'm saying? And then number three, I'm just being honest, and number three is starting to come up on the list,
What?
but it's hit or miss though. It's like it can be wifey or ratchet. Nursing, nurses, CNAs is moving up on the list. I'm hearing it from a lot of guys. If she's a CNA, She probably thought he. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's always like that, but what
Yeah.
I'm hearing from the fellas, that's why I said the CNA is moving up on that list. The nurses, specifically the third shift nurses, specifically. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been hearing. I'm just
That's
being honest,
crazy. That is
bro. Why?
crazy.
Cause no, it's not like it's the absence of mine. Like you sleep, she's out. She can be doing anything while you sleep. You see what I'm saying? And also, most people, like a lot of dudes, deal with most like a lot of the girls they deal with are nurses and they hoes. They cheating or they cheated on them or they did them dirty, and they all happen to have the same occupation. So that makes guys literally like we're Xing this whole thing out. You feel me?
Yeah, that could be just a coincidence though. But all right, all right, all right. I don't know. I think like the stripping thing, it depends. Okay, so let's go
Yeah,
back to what you said about the when I made the comment about the OnlyFans, and you said
yeah,
if it's not free, you don't want it.
yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm
most
dealing,
definitely.
if I'm dealing with a man and he is the type of man and he has to pay for it, and Pookie can hit it in a back seat for free, I don't want him. I don't want him.
Yo,
And then too
and
with the strippers, I feel like so I'm gonna give it to you straight. Some men are tricks, some women are tricks. And I feel
agreed,
like not all strippers are actually doing sexual things.
100%.
I feel like that if she's trying to strip her way through school, it could be anything. Like, yeah,
Men don't
she
care.
can get a 9 to 5,
I'm gonna be
but
honest. Men don't care. All we know is 1,000 guys slapped their ass last night. 1,000. Just being honest.
what
You
if
know what
he's
I'm
not
saying?
even touching her though? What if she's not being touched?
Even 1,000 niggas see her titties. Bro, and it ain't like in Pennsylvania they gotta wear bottoms. But if they're in your area, you know what I'm saying? Anything like from being in a stripper game, anything Maryland, which is
Mhm.
Mason Dixon line, and all the way up to Canada, they have to wear bottoms. They can wear tops and they can be topless above the thing, but anything beneath the Mason Dixon, the girls pretty much got to eat each other out on stage for the bag, completely nude. The bartenders are completely naked when you go get your drink. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother war game. That's where when you get down, that's why Juicy J talking about ain't strip club if you ain't showing pussy. You know what I'm saying? So when you're beneath that, so if you're completely naked every day around everybody's seen what I've seen. You know what I mean? So the high frequency beings, the ones that the guys that I'll be around, the dudes that the ladies really want, the dudes that's really doing what they supposed to do, they don't even want they bro. The idle girl for a regular guy is a Muslim female who don't show none of her body, her special features except for when she's around you. So on the opposite end is a stripper where she's showing everything that you want secret to everybody. Everybody can touch her by just throwing $20. You got 21s, you can slap her butt, she can rub her titties in your face. She'll do all that for a good dub to $50. Especially if you throw it slow, have it clapping and everything.
All right, all right, all right, all right. But not everybody is being touched. But I get the concept. I get the concept. I get it. I get the concept.
So that's just not. And another thing too, guys, like, and this is actually some game for the ladies. The way to make you put yourself in the wifey material is to give your man status by how you treat him. And I'm gonna give you an example, right? There's a
Mhm.
lot of guys at the vending machine at the job, right? But if you're the female that's literally got the whole lunchroom smelling good every day, niggas is gonna respect him because he chose a good woman. Like, yo,
Okay.
hey, damn, she taking care of you. You had ribs yesterday. You got steak today. You got fish today. Damn, bro, man. Like, matter of fact, let me give her a couple dollars instead of giving this vending machine money. Now, now she bringing in money. Great, bro. It's going on right now. But that's what I'm saying. The status, or let's just say you like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? Shorty taking me to Shorty taking me to Cali for my birthday, blah blah. I'm not special. She ain't want me to spend $1, blah blah. Okay, I see. You see what I'm saying? But that's the giving your man status is the thing that actually men care about. The thing like he's like, oh yeah. So now when he walk in and they see your shorty, like, okay, you the joint that be cooking all the joint for him? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta step my game up. It makes other men want to choose a better woman. If you don't have that energy, you going right into that sex category. And also, there's married dudes out here at the vending machine every day. What are you married for? That you see what I'm saying? You
Okay.
gotta take care. You feel what I'm saying? So like if I'm at the vending machine living like a single man, I'm not ever getting married. If I gotta literally feed myself and do all this other stuff, like no, we're not doing that. So with that being said, hold status. Your purity is your status here. Like we're completely different. Or we can have sex with as many women as we want. Because at the end of the day, for a man, right?
Yeah.
He has to know what he's doing, right? In the sex situation, a man has to know what he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? And the only way you know what you're doing is by dealing with multiple women and dealing with different personalities. Some girls might like slow, some girls might like fast, some girls might just want you to choke them, some girls want you to do other things. And for you to have to know what you're doing, you have to do with multiple women. And also, like you said earlier, all the girls want the one guy, so she wants him. She don't even care about if they're compatible or not. But on the other end, if a guy knows two people that you slept with, you going right into the ratchet material. Ratchet, not never be wifey category immediately.
That's wild. Sometimes that standard is like crazy. Because what if I know two women, or what if I know two friends or sisters that a guy knocked off? He's not,
Right.
is he considered?
Nah, you might listen. Women be giving free promotion. Women be giving free promotion to their friends, and they come around and get hit. Just being
No.
honest. They
No.
do. It happened to me. I heard it was good. I'm like, oh damn, who told you that? I'm like, who told you that? Oh, Shorty Baba. Oh, tell her I said thank you.
So giving out referral bonuses now? No.
Yo, shit, I was about to cash app her. Good luck, man. Next time I see Shorty, I'm like, yeah. And the crazy, yo,
That's not what it is. So if I am talking to a friend, I'm thinking it's my friend, about me and my partner, I'm not thinking that my friend is gonna go behind my back and sleep with my partner. So
tell her how
it's
good the dick
not
is. Tell
a
her how good the dick is. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Especially if she not getting hit right.
so like I said before, and I'll say plenty of times, it's in you, not on you. If it's in you to be that type of person, to backstab your friends or to sleep behind your friends, that's on you. Like I've had plenty of friends explain to me the different things that they do in their bedroom with their guys. That don't make me want to sleep with the man. I'm hype your bestie up. Hype your bestie up. That's weird to want to sleep with my friend's man because she told me that his pipe was good.
That's you. You're a high frequency female.
No, but
Remember,
I'm saying
90.
it's plenty of women that's not like that. So then it is something,
Yeah.
of course, that's gonna, go behind. Now, okay, so let me be real. Now, if it's a guy like we're talking about now, ratchet versus wifey material. If it's just a little yay, and I'm not even, if it's like one of my H words, I don't care. Like, if it's one of my H words, I'll tell my homegirl, like, you gotta get some of this. It is bomb. Like, I'm gonna pass you the number, or we all gonna go out. I'm gonna try to slide them to you real quick. But if it's somebody that I'm actually feeling, no.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie. Once your homie, once bro hit, once one of the main bro, it depends on how close the niggas are. If you sleep with any of the niggas close friends, he will never wipe you up. Ever. Because that conversation is going to come up.
I understand
Men
the
don't like
concept.
nobody they know sleeping with a girl. They don't want that conversation. Men are so scared of that conversation. like a man telling another man what his girl's box and how good it is. Imagine we talking, we at the cookout, right? Me and homie, right? You slept with both of us, but not different times. Let's just say you was in high school when you was sleeping with him, and then now you grow a woman. Different levels of shit. And all of a sudden, he talking about blah, like how good you are. He like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie. You speaking facts. That thing crazy. You agreeing with the nigga, like, and you know from experience, automatically he's gonna feel some type of way, feel insecure, and know like exclusivity is so important to men. That's all we care about.
I get it. I can dig it, but at the same time, I get it. I just feel like, of course, like the standards for a woman and the standard for a man is completely different. But of course, it's understandable. We know why it's not okay for us to do what y'all do. So
most definitely. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Hey, listen, ladies, do not.
What?
Do not. Like, I know y'all be hoeing. I know y'all be doing it, but y'all gotta be sneaky. If I'm telling you.
Let's just be real. Let's be real. So if I am dating, if I'm in a dating stage, right?
Right.
And I am talking to 3 or 4 people, just talking. Okay. Some men would consider that as being a hoe.
No, that's just filling different shit out, because niggas do the same thing. Because we got like when we're single, we got different females for different things. So it's the same energy. Like, but men, that's just the controlling man. That's how you can tell a controlling man if he's single and he's trying to put boundaries on you. That's controlling. And he's doing the same shit. Women do it too. I'm gonna break up with you, but I don't want you dealing with nobody else. But I'm gonna be dealing with Tom, Dick, Harry, and Bob. You see what I'm saying?
That's true. And I feel like that's because people are not honest. That's just kind of like if you meet a man and he's like, oh, I don't want a relationship. But y'all are going on dates every other Tuesday. Y'all seeing each other every day. Y'all are having sex raw. Y'all doing everything people in relationships do. He want a relationship. He's capping. He's capping. He wants the benefits of it without the title. Yeah. So that way, if he does go and do something else, he won't feel bad about it.
Fellas,
so
don't
I feel
do that
like
either.
That's just people not being real.
Yeah, exactly. But then, fellas, if you are doing that, you end up single with relationship issues. And that's been me. Like, you're like, yo, why do I feel guilty that I got a shorty, that I just talked to a shorty, but I'm single? And you're sitting there confused as a motherfucker, like, yo, like, what am I doing here? Like, why am I bonded to a female I'm not even with? And she can literally sleep with a man and then hit you with we're not in a relationship. But you see what I'm saying?
Right. And then I think it's important to keep things. I feel like, so if we're just sleeping together, we have no business kissing. If we are just sleeping together, we have no business. What?
Why not kissing? Like, nah, kissing part of it.
No,
it depends on
a relationship.
On the mood.
You kiss when you're in a relationship. We have no business kissing. We have no business sleeping skin to skin. We have no business. It's a lot of things that we shouldn't be doing. So if we are just having sex, I'm not gonna be spending a bunch of time with you. I'm not gonna be talking on the phone to you all the time, because why? Yeah. I'm going to start developing feelings. You get what I'm saying? If that's not what that is, then that's not what that is. If we are just having sex, then I'm gonna call you when it's time just to have sex. And when that's it, I'm gonna hit you with that. So what you about to do? You're not about to spend a night in
nothing. If I get hit with that, that's wild. Like, not just I'm saying not with you. Like if Shorty hit me with that, like that, I don't know. I might feel like a thought for real. I feel like a booty call or something. Like, damn, I thought I was somebody over here. No, that should probably hurt. Like, that ain't never happened.
That's how you stop that, ladies. That's how you stop that. That whole little I want to do relationship thing without the title. All right, tighten him up real quick. Hit him when you get done. He think, oh, he's laying there. He thinks he's about to eat the kids' snacks and stuff and get a Capri Sun.
But that's a catch-22 though, because now they can't brag to their friends about how they finessed the dude or they getting all these dates, and now they're looking bad to their friends because they let a nigga hit what he ain't giving them shit. Because if I'm literally just We only call each other when it's time to fuck. We don't buy each other shit or nothing. Your friends are gonna be looking down on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you let the nigga hit for pretty much no reason.
No. That's not true. Because here's the thing. If we in a relationship, you pay your bills, I pay my bills. What we do for each other is a plus. I take care of my maintenance, you take care of your maintenance. We're not married. So if we are just having sex, like grown-ups understand that somebody that's not trying to play with their own feelings, somebody that's not trying to end up in a toxic situation will understand that, like, no, like it's certain things it's certain boundaries. See, people get in certain situations and they don't have boundaries. And then they wonder why they end up in a situationship or a friendship, but y'all having relationship problems. No.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set a boundary. So with that boundary, this is what's gonna happen. This is not what's gonna happen. I don't need you to do that for me. I don't want you to do that for me. Because here's the thing. Somebody that I actually like, somebody that I'm actually trying to get to know and all that, we are doing those type of things with each other. If me and you are just sleeping together, I'm really just calling you for just that, sex. Because what else are we here for?
But how many times did you hear? You think I'm gonna just get this pussy up for no reason? How many times did you hear that? You heard that before?
I've heard that before. But I feel the same thing. Yeah. I feel like this. My homegirl cannot tell me like, oh my God, girl, you got some, and you didn't make him pay. Oh, well, it was an even exchange. His private is just as valuable as my private. So we just doing a service for each other and we gone. Straight equally yoked.
They not trying to hear that though. They not trying to hear that though. You gotta remember this society is built up to piping people's egos up. You know what I'm saying? And they live in that, like you said, that Delulu land. You got me saying that word.
The Lulu.
But anyway, living in that Delulu land where they're so piped up, they're not even looking at it to be in an even exchange. They're looking at this pussy is worth $5 billion. Like if I give this dude this pussy, I should be getting this. I should be going on dates. You should fly me out. Yeah. And another sidebar question. This ain't on our topic, but how do you feel about going on a date you do with a guy you're not attracted to, or on a vacation with a guy you don't want to sleep with?
I feel like it. So if I'm going on a date, it's something there. If I don't want to sleep with him, then I would even go and half. Like, let's go half on a date. Let's go half on a vacation. So nobody feels played. Like if I meet someone and like we don't vibe, like the energy's not there or anything like that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, hey, let's go Dutch. Or
but that's different though. I'm talking about but that's you possibly being interested. That's different. I'm talking about you going on a vacation with a guy, right? Sleeping in the same room with him and or going on a date and you don't have no interest in him at all. What do you think about that?
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's leading people on. You shouldn't lead people on. That's how things happen. That's how problems happen. But if it's beneficial in some type of way.
Right. And that's how a lot of these females be getting left in Miami. For real though, hey, I'm just being honest. Like, when I go on a vacation with a female, right? Sex is like 70%. Sex is like 70% of the trip, right? Like, I'm being honest. Like, what I'm saying is, like, we're going to do mad shit. We're going to be on kayaks. We're going to be on bungee cord. We're going to jump out of a helicopter. But at the end of the night, we're sleeping in a single, one bed. You know what I'm saying? That we should be sleeping with each other a lot. You know what I mean? During this whole weekend, I feel like I can get 10 to 20 rounds in this 3 days. Feel me?
I feel like she should be playing with that thing on the plane. So yeah, I agree with you.
Right, exactly. Shit, we can both drink some overpriced liquor, and that shit hit different in the air. I don't know what it is. That shit have you fucking wasted in the air. But going on a date, ladies, with a guy that you don't like is crazy, and wonder why he disrespected you. You already disrespected him by taking his money with none of the junk. Because you got to remember, and also Do you feel like she's obligated to give him the cheeks if she going on a vacation with him, or should she even go?
She shouldn't go. She's not obligated. She shouldn't go.
If you do go, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying if you do go, ladies, listen. If you go on vacation with a man and you know you're not into him and you're not giving up no cat, no nothing, have your own money. So that way if he get the trip in, you'll be like, all right, you know what, bye. I ain't gonna pay for
But it's not even about the money though. Now you're in Mexico for the next 5 days with a nigga. What if all this happened on day one? He find out you're not giving no cooch up day one. Imagine what the 4 days in the next 4 days in Mexico is going to be like, and he got the rental. So is it really free? You paid for it in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Now you're paying for it with your energy. Now you had a bad time. You did all of that. Put yourself through a stressful situation because you didn't want to be honest. Ladies, if you don't like me, you don't want to have sex with me, don't go on a vacation. I could have called. For real.
Hold on,
don't go on vacation
cut you off because sometimes that's just like when people meet people and they say, "Oh, well, no, they wasted my time." No, they actually got to know you and they didn't like you. So what if I did like you, but you said something that turned me off? You did something to turn me off, and then I automatically like, I don't want to deal with you. What if something like that happened? If something like that happened, then what?
That's different because you had intentions of possibly doing something. We're talking about going to the trip knowing he's never getting no ass.
I'm trying to look out for my sis. Like I'm trying to get her some kind of.
And then you go, and not only that, you go on the trip with that intention of you think you getting over. So when you go on that trip,
you taking pictures. He ain't even in the picture. You just taking.
Yeah. Did you see the one girl what she did to the bull? He spent like 30 grand, right? Mm-hmm. Taking Shorty out on all these trips. Like he had the helicopter pick him up. They went to Vegas. They flew over to Area 51. They did it all. He spent like 30 bands. But on all the pictures, why she made the dude face invisible, like his whole head was like see-through. Like imagine you just see my hat floating. Like you can see my whole outfit in my hat, but you can't see none of my face and none of the pictures. She had a nigga face.
How did do
that? Shorty good. I ain't gonna lie. But pretty much he spent 30 grand, did all of this, and it literally was an invisible face on me, man. Like that's bad, bro. Like, but I don't want to hold it on for the first thing. The next topic we want to get into, because a lot of people like be switching up and they don't have that same energy. So we're gonna talk about the keys to how to keep that love energy past the talking stage. And I'm gonna talk from a female standpoint. I'm gonna tell you from what the men need
to do. Just being consistent. Like we are, as women, we are really big on consistency. Like if you are consistent because if you are not consistent or you are like pretending to be something that you're not, of course the energy is not going to be the same after a certain time. Because your mask will eventually fall off. So how to keep that love and how to keep that spark is just being yourself and being consistent. That's the key to us, like being consistent.
Yeah. But how would they be consistent? Like, let's just not even say, like, let's just say he really rocks with you, but he was taking you on dates, he did all of that, and now he got you, and it's not the same energy. Like, what would it like for a man? Like, what would you think a female or a male should do to keep the things that they can do to keep that energy? You know what I'm saying? To keep the things that you know what I mean?
So do whatever you did at the beginning to keep that spark. Like sometimes we go on dates and then after we start going together, we stop going on dates. Or we actually get so comfortable with our partner that we kind of slack off with, doing our hair, our makeup, whatever, just kind of keeping up with that visual for your man. And for a man too, like sometimes a man will get with a woman and like he is top tier, his haircut, he's smelling good all the time. And then once y'all start, being in a relationship and y'all get comfortable, somebody starts slacking off. So just being consistent with yourself. First of all, putting yourself first will keep the energy going, keep the love energy. Because if you're putting yourself first, then you're not putting your person above you. So you're doing things that you're not losing yourself. Because if I'm putting myself first, I'm still going to the nail shop. I'm still doing this. I'm still taking care of myself. I'm doing my self-care things. And that's something that he enjoys about me too. But if you keep, I think just being consistent with the things that y'all started with, and also just putting yourself first. Like, do not put a person above you. I don't care who that person is, because you then start losing sight, and then the energy will start changing, because it's like, dang, like, you clingy, that's fine, but you don't want to, give me some time by myself. You don't want to
And I
do
wanted to tell you this
that.
too. A lot
Huh?
of dudes ain't really fly. You just see him on the weekends. And now you with the nigga 7 days. That's why you think he can't keep up the same energy, because he can spend $200-$300 on the outfit when he taking you out. He know what day you going out. I did it, man. I'm just being honest. I like if I see you once a week, you would think I'm the flyest nigga to ever walk the earth. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy, but it's a lot different when you're with the dude 7 days.
So when I say being consistent with your physical appearance, I'm not talking about your clothes, because I know some bums in Gucci. Like,
Yo,
it's not about your clothes. No. Because most women don't. We want you to look nice. You like look a certain type of way, but you don't have to have on designer. You don't have to have on this. I mean, keeping a clean cut. I mean, keeping up with your hair, with your haircuts. Keeping your beard lined up. That little thing that you do. Like sometimes you would get with a person, and before y'all got together, you used to go to the gym 3-4 times a week. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in people, and you start putting that person above you, and you start changing your schedule. So you're not going to the gym. You're not looking how you want to. So it's like that's gonna change your energy as well too. So that's what I mean. When I mean like the look department, I don't mean the clothes. No, not the clothes. I mean as far as you keeping yourself up, that self-care. That's
right,
very important.
fellas. The number one thing that make her pussy dry up is being comfortable.
And
Women,
inconsistent.
inconsistency, right? But that's where I'm going with the comfortability, right? You get comfortable at the crib. You get comfortable laid up. You get comfortable. When you first was with her, you would court at her. You would try to get her. The chase was going on. You would take her on a date every Friday, and now you're always at home. You're eating in all the time. Like you should never be comfortable, because at the end of the day, especially if you got a goddess, if you have a top tier woman, niggas are on her ass straight like that. Like as much as you want to say, it's her choice to turn the dudes down, which is you know what I mean, which is good, but dudes are going to try to talk to her. So if you're slacking, you're making it very easy for a sniper. And what I call a sniper is the dudes that say he's your friend until you're at that vulnerable state, and then bomb and be that air. You know what I'm saying? But why is she on a low vibrational state? Women usually don't cheat when her man doing his thing, because he got comfortable. And now she see a nigga doing what you used to do. Because she obviously liked it, because she came over here off of you doing it, right? She locked in with you because you were taking her on dates. You were being that settled gentleman, doing all this other stuff. But now you're not doing that, and now she's missing that. You feel me? And now anybody that has that, you could be doing 99 things, but she's missing that 100th thing, and all he has to do is have that one thing, and he said, "And you're sure."
That's how you
Straight like
feel.
straight like that. I seen it happen all the time, bro. Most girls that cheat, their nigga is cheating, doing that. You're not doing something. She feel insecure. Insecurity breeds a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Low vibration. When you're on a lower vibration, you're easily susceptible to the lower things that you would usually do to. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling happy and strong and confident, you're not gonna fall victim to a dude you know is a sniper. He has no intention but sex. You would catch that from the beginning.
Right. But I like how you use the word girl, because that's
Hmm.
exactly what that is. So
Yeah.
if a woman is in a relationship and is inconsistent, or a lot of things change, so you try to fix it. You try to fix it, you try to fix it, and if that doesn't work, you leave the relationship. A grown woman is not gonna match energy. A grown woman is not gonna lower her standards or lower herself to use her cat as a get back, or oh, because he's not doing this, I'm gonna go, no. I'm gonna get
Women
rid
are
of you.
emotional beings, though. They can be a strong woman. That's what I'm telling you. They can be a very strong woman,
Okay, and what?
but when they're going through something, they can go back down into that little girl mentality from because she's emotional and then because she's hurt. Remember, hurt people hurt people. You feel me?
Right.
So that's where it comes from. Like her emotions, she might be a good strong woman. Never did nothing like that too. But now that she's not being touched, not having sex with her, not being took on dates, not being appreciated. All of those things will kind of piss her off or kind of make her act differently than what she usually would act.
So can we say this? A grown woman is gonna know when to abort the mission.
Yeah.
So she's not gonna allow a person to. So remember when I said earlier, you have to put yourself first. You don't put that other person. So after some time, when you start seeing something and you see things are not gonna change, it's like what I say all the time. It's like sitting down talking to a zebra and telling the zebra it has stripes. So I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna try to talk to you, and if that doesn't work, and we're gonna try to fix it. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to abort the mission. So I get where you're coming from because it's a percentage of women that does do that. Like you said, it's some kind of insecurity issues they have going on because a woman that put herself first, that love herself, that believe in God, understands that hey, this is not it. Right person, wrong timing, or this thing have expired, and I'm gonna abort the mission because it's gonna cause me to lose myself. And I'm not gonna lose myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave him alone, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, get me together, and I'm gonna move on.
Facts. But before we go, I got to do today's sponsor for today. Uh, Sparkling Clean Janitorial, one of the few black-owned cleaning services. You feel me? So if you have any businesses or anything going on, if you got like a building, or you need clean, you got office space that you need to be clean, hit up one of the bros, black-owned Sparkling Clean Janitorial LLC, one of the dope sponsors for KNT Radio and one of the dope sponsors for this video. You feel me? My bad, I'm trying to put it down. All right, we're going to actually lead us to the next one, right? And this one is actually dope because I wanted to talk about this. How do you feel about wifey duties or husband duties while being in a relationship? What do you think?
I've been there, I've done that. Not again. Never again.
Yeah.
Not because why? Now, why in Jesus' name will I allow my boyfriend to move in with me, or I move in with him, and I'm giving him all these wifey duties? Why would I think that he's gonna actually try to marry me? He's getting everything without being married to me.
That's why he gonna marry you.
That's why he won't.
That's why he would.
No.
Men are completely different. Men are completely
It's
different.
levels. It's levels to
Right,
this.
right. And the reason I wanted to talk about this, right? Because, right, husband duties, right? What do you consider a husband duty? What do you consider that?
I feel like I look at things differently. I feel like everything is. I think everything is shared.
Right.
I think everything is shared. I feel like the cooking, the cleaning, I think everything is shared. Besides what men come to your life to do, and that's protect and provide to a certain extent. So I
got a question. So if I'm not doing these husband duties in the relationship, would I become the husband?
So here's the thing. It's certain things that we're just not gonna do. So I'm not gonna expect you to give me something that I'm not giving you. It's levels to everything. So it's like we are only gonna be on basic levels. That's kind of like when you first have sex with someone. Y'all on some basic terms. Y'all have to learn each other. Y'all don't just go straight to it. Y'all have to learn each other and learn what each other like. So we are gonna be on some basic boyfriend and girlfriend type thing. And when we want to elevate, we're gonna elevate. Other than that, I'm getting the basic, you getting the basic, or not just the basic. I'm giving you me, but I'm not giving you
But that's your boyfriend. How you giving half ass to your boyfriend though?
You want me to be real?
Be real with me.
I'm gonna say something and it's gonna make a lot of people mad, and it's gonna be like, you are single until you're married.
How
Date
you
them
know that?
all.
That's technically true because when you put in when you file your tax, you file single. But I want to hear what your reasoning for this is because I actually like that.
What, you're single until you're married?
Yeah, I actually like what you're saying.
If my boyfriend passed away, I'm not entitled to anything because I'm not his wife. It's a lot of things that I'm not entitled to if I'm not his wife. So what am I doing? Because here's the thing. I strongly feel like I'm not a man. But I strongly feel like if you really feeling me like that, if you really, I know people that have met their wives and got married less than 6 months. If
Right.
you know somebody is for you, if you know, hey, she have the potential, you see that, you see it in her, and you like, okay, all right, this is what I want to do, then I'm gonna pop the question. If a man sees that in you, he's gonna want to marry you. That's the key. That's the goal. Until then,
Okay.
we date them all.
Yo, real shit. Bro. Nah, that's facts. Okay, so question, like so. Okay, how would he know what you would be like as a wife if you don't do none of these wife duties?
How you carry yourself? How he carries himself? Does he carry? Does he carry husband energy? Does she carry wife energy? How she
What is
carries
husband
herself? How
energy?
he carries herself? How he moves? Like you know,
You gotta
like when you
explain that. Yeah, I
when
want to
you
know what
meet
husband
somebody,
energy is.
that say,
So,
hey,
I gotta
he
add that
that
to my
guy.
bag. I'm always trying to add to my bag and learn. You know what I'm saying? When the ladies are speaking on what they like in the husband, I can. You know, what's husband energy to you?
Husband energy, um, it's like I said, like the putting his goals first. Putting his goals first. Like we had that conversation. I'm a firm believer in God first, your goals, your family, then it's me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're putting me above your goals, how you gonna reach me? So,
Yeah.
a man that's consistent, a man that knows what he wants, a man that goes after what he wants. How he moves. When a person is single, that speaks a lot about them as a person. That speaks on their character. Um, if you are dating people, a husband, to me, husband energy is okay. Yeah, I'm talking to this person. Okay, I'm talking to that person. I have time, but I'm not gonna actually be seen with a bunch of women because that's not my stilo. That's not how I rock. You know what I mean? If to me, husband energy, if you see him with a woman, you know that's his woman. You know that's his pride and joy because he's not out here wilding. He's actually taking care.
So
He's
I'm not weird. So I feel so I'm not weird. That's how I am. 100%.
right. So
Like
he's
if
out
I
here
like
taking
that's
care of his business.
yeah, I swear to God, I only do dates when I'm in a relationship or I'm looking forward to make you my relationship. I don't be doing all that.
Cause
And so
what
if
we
I'm taking
doing?
you on exactly because if I'm taking you on a date, I'm putting you in a different category because I'm result based. A date don't mean I'm hitting. So I'd rather just ask you straight to the point. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what I mean? This is what we doing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to do what I do. I'm trying to be grown for real. But
Be
if I'm taking you on dates and if you see me with somebody, that's somebody that I'm dealing with. Yeah, like, you're not gonna see me. You're gonna see me with by myself. If I'm single, you probably gonna see me with my niggas or by myself. You know
and remember, I told you, some women can be in the Lulu land, right? So if I am taking her on dates and we doing this, we doing that, in her mind, and then too, if we're having sex in her mind, because some women feel like just because y'all having sex, y'all go together. That's the most weirdest stuff to me. So if you were actually going on dates and stuff, like a person can take that the wrong way. It's how you
what
do things. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. That goes back to what I was saying. You move a certain type of way when you're only having sex with somebody, y'all should not be talking every day. Y'all should not be texting every day unless y'all are trying to get to know each other to move to a different level. Then what are we doing? Because somebody's gonna end up catching feelings, and then somebody's gonna get hurt. And it's not no. So husband energy, they know that. They don't move like that. They don't mess with a certain caliber of woman or friends. Their circle, you can tell a lot about a person and their energy about who they hang around.
Yeah, that's real.
You know? So if he's hanging around a bunch of, people that don't have nothing to lose, that's not husband energy, because husband energy knows like, hey, I can get jammed up at any time and I can lose everything I have going on. So it's husband energy is how he carries himself, how he moves.
And I feel the same, and I got a kind of similar thing when it comes to wife energy. So we're like kind of like, when it comes to wife energy for me, right? This is just my opinion. Just like number one, like you said, how she carries herself, right? If I walk into a room, like in it, like you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to curse around her, and I can feel her purity, like you know what I'm saying, and I can see the type of goals she's on and what she's talking about. She's not talking about Zeus Network. She's not talking about all the other stuff. Like that for real. Like that's automatically like that might throw you in the you start talking about Zeus Network, you might go end up in the ratchet material. You know what I'm saying? In the bin with all the girls that just get smashed. You know what I'm saying? But wife energy is like you said, the dude she deal with. That's number one. If you deal with straight goofies and we know he's a lame, as a man, we think you a lame. That's just I'm sorry. Like that's just how we think.
What are you apologizing for? Because that's absolutely correct. Because you keep attracting the same type of person, you keep attracting the same energy, and you want to blame the person that you're attracting. No, ma'am. You need to figure out what it is about you that keeps being drawn to that type of energy. So no, that's perfect. I understand. Like if a guy is dating nothing but a bunch of toxic women, it's he toxic too. He like it. Yeah. It's something in him that's, you know what I mean? So it's like, so I agree with that. I agree with that.
And number three, when it comes to wife energy, right? Her purpose. Like, okay, there's two different types of purposes. If her career is more important to her family, that's not wife energy at all. Because at the end of the day, men don't care about your money at all. Like for real. Like a man, like a female at McDonald's can get Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because we don't value that at all. We value purity, exclusiveness. The fact that there's 6 billion people in the world and I'm the only one that can touch this, you know what I'm saying? If we get close to this and talk to her, I rock with that. That's why when I was in high school, that my thing was taking virginities. That was my thing. I wanted to be the only dude in the world that hit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Out of 6 billion dudes, I'm the only one that hit that at this time. You know what I'm saying? And that's for real. I'm just being honest. Exclusivity. Like, if you took a virginity, who else hit? Who else can say they hit?
You right.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And then also when you do that, she's always going to be to you. But but wife energy, right? The way you act, what your purpose is. Do you care about him? How you talk about your boyfriend is the number one thing that men look at if we're going to deal with you or not. If you're in a relationship talking down about your man to us, we don't give a fuck about you. And he's actually putting time in. Why would I put time in? I'm gonna put time in just to get talked about to the other niggas? You out here talking bad to me. Like shorty be like, yo, I'm gonna leave him. No, don't leave him. I don't care about you. He does. I don't. For real. And you listen. You don't gotta talk about.
That's fact.
I had to tell a female, I'm gonna sleep with you, regardless if you whether you talk down on him or you speak highly of him. You see what I'm saying? If you're down, you feel what I'm saying? So talking down to him is just making me lose respect for you. And also, if a female doesn't wait to leave her dude, you know what I'm saying? Wife energy. If a female waits, if a female waits, like this is how guys are looking at a wife energy. Let's just say she's not happy in a relationship. She's saying she's going to abort the dude she does. She want to get the divorce. You know that's the new thing, because you can say you're getting a divorce and it takes 2 years, whatever. You know that's a new thing. Guys use it, females use it. It's a time extender. You know what I mean? You file for it, but it takes 2 years to do it. So I got 2 years to, you see what I'm saying? To probably see if I'm gonna deal with the shorty or not. But if you sleep with me before you completely divorce, you will never be my girlfriend. But if you wait until you're done and then, because I already know you're attracted, you can be attracted to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? You can be attracted to somebody walking down the street, especially if you're a male. You feel what I'm saying? But is it emotional attraction, or are you putting time into it? No, you're actions into it. But if you wait until you divorce completely, like, no, we can't sleep together because I'm technically divorced. Wife energy. And once she breaks up with him, I'm happy as shit he fumbled the bag. Happy as shit. Oh, you fucked up. I'm at the elevator now. She about to be a whole nother person now. You ain't even gonna recognize her. She gonna start glowing. She about to get her happy weight. She's about to be thick. You know what I'm saying? For real.
So, I agree, but to a certain extent.
Okay.
Because if I meet a man and he's married or he's in a relationship and he even like entertains me, I don't care if he's in a process of leaving her. I don't care if he eventually leaves her or get a divorce. I don't want you. If you are entertaining me while you are already in the situation, I don't want you. If I can have you while you are with them, I don't want you. Because it shouldn't even happen. Like, just because we're attracted to each other, we need to be friends. We need to just keep it cool. We need to be copacetic until we are both available. And then we kind of go from there.
Right.
But if you're entertaining me a little bit, then I'm like,
that's the same thing as moving while. That's pretty much the same thing I'm saying. But I'm just saying having.
That's what I'm saying. I agree, but to a certain extent.
Yeah, even entertaining. If you entertaining the sexual, if I'm throwing little slick shots, like little sexual things, and you saying it back, you're never gonna be my girlfriend. Because you're technically not.
For me, not even sexual things. Like, to me, not even sexual things. Like, if somebody is in a relationship and it don't even have to be sexual. Like, if we refer to each other as work husbands and wives, that's a no for me. If it's any type of indication or any type of thing that's actually showing that, hey, this is what I want, I don't want it. Because it shouldn't be like that, because technically you are disrespecting that person to some, because cheating goes in cheating is all different angles. You know what I mean? It's not just little slick comments, it's certain body languages, it's touching each other. So I agree to a certain extent.
Yeah, I respect it. And that's like that's just how I am. Like, you can't even emotionally cheat. Like wait until you're completely done with one situation to start another. That's wife energy.
But should they have that person lined up?
That's every female. I'm gonna be honest. Most females got a nigga lined up already. Like, I never see, like, yo, bro, like, and y'all be saying, and then and they do, like, they got a dude that's already, like, and I'm not saying he talking to her, she mostly cheating, but she got an idea of who her next nigga is on her way out. A lot of them do. Or he might already be at the job. He been flirting with her for 3 years, but because you've been in a relationship, she been denying him. But she knows in the back of her mind, if she was single, she'd be all on that nigga. So with that being said, she knew for 3 years who that next nigga was going to be.
Sometimes y'all think it be another nigga and it really don't even be a nigga. But okay, yeah, I get it.
It be a females too. Yo, cause y'all, like, yo, with the girls trips, man. Yeah, you put me on, man. Hey.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I ain't gonna get the details, but yo, I ain't doing it. 2023, nah, I'm coming. I'm coming with y'all. I'm coming with y'all. It's about to be girls and one guy trip. Nah, I'm just playing. That's that controller shit. You gotta let people do what they do. You gotta allow people to fuck up. Like you can't treat them like they're fucking up.
Yeah.
Like if that makes sense, they never did nothing wrong. Just because you think they are, once you act on it, you're showing them mistrust. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
wait until they do it.
And if you even think that, then you don't really have no business even
Yo,
dating. We talked about that. People should heal before like they even try to be in a relationship, because sometimes people are so full of trauma to where they feel like, oh, everything is going good, but then it's like, something got to be wrong, or something got to be, because they're so used to somebody messing it up, or sometimes they don't even trust themselves.
that's
So
what
it's
it is.
like,
And there's guys like that. Like I be hearing of it. They be low vibrational guys. So this is how I know you got a husband, right? Like yo, they be like, yo, I can't. I don't go to out. Blah blah blah. Like why? Why would you go out? Like nah, because I don't want to talk to no female, bro. So if you go out, you're that weak that You're that weak that you don't even trust yourself enough to go around beautiful women because you're going to cheat. You know what I'm saying? You're
that.
not big husband energy. You're little boy energy. Because at the end of the day, when I'm in a relationship, I love turning females. Oh my god, love turning them down. Like yo, I would, but nah, I'm in a relationship. I'm chilling. Like I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, thank you. I'm cool. I can say thank you. I appreciate you, but nah, that's not me. I'm loyal over here. You know what I'm saying? And also, that's what brings the females around later. The fact that she could not touch you until you were single. That's what yo. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of shorties want to be wanting to deal with me because I'm untouchable. Because I'm turning down Beyonce. Because at the end of the day, it's not about Beyonce. It's about who I chose. And me, I would not be unloyal for anybody. I got to look at myself in the mirror. The walk of shame is real. You can bust her ass 40 to 3 hours the night before, but at the end of the day, now you're going home as an unloyal man. And now she's going to catch that inconsistent, you hiding something energy. Women are very empathic. You agree with that, Queen?
I agree. And then too, like we talked about, you like you said, you are very loyal. That's husband energy. Cheating is a low vibration, because I mean, when you cheat and you sleep around, that's bad hygiene. You don't care about yourself. You don't think you're worth a lot. Well, because if you did, you wouldn't be sleeping around. You know that what you carry it holds weight. Like everybody don't deserve it. So that
Sneaky, and
speaks a lot.
also you're a grown man sneaking. Like you're hiding. Like that's crazy. My cousin from Vegas put me on that. Like, the fact that you got to sneak around like a child, like it's crazy to me. Like that's what he said. That's why he don't cheat. Like the fact that you got to sneak around like a child and you can't be honorable. You can't just say, bro, just keep it a buck here. Like you gotta, no matter what you do, you just gotta be honest about the situation because you're going around sneaking and doing all this. Like, bro, that's little kid shit. Like, that's like shit when you trying to sneak a girl in the house or you don't got a parents, bro. Like, who you don't have no parents. What are you sneaking? She's not your mom. Because you're not man enough to be real with the female. Yeah, I mean, we spoke on this because at the end of the day, a lot of guys ain't willing to give her the opportunity to walk away as well, which is not husband energy. That's that controlling energy. You feel me? But we're gonna go to the next part, right? This one right here. Look, what you think about this one? Bitter co-parent and effective. What do you? Why you shake your head like that? Yeah.
Because it's so sad. I'm a single parent. And I know a lot of women. I know some bitter dads as well. But I know a lot of bitter baby moms. It's like so weird. It's just because things didn't work
I
out
think you cut out.
between you
Right.
and the dad, then that gives you reason to treat the dad like a second class citizen. Like the dads have to ask you permission or go through you to do a certain thing. Like that's his kid as well. Like the guy is paying child support and then he's buying school clothes, school shoes, because you are 9 times out of 10 using the child support to pay your rent, which you are supposed to be able to provide that yourself, you know? So the child support is supposed to be for the child. And if you like, so they using the child support for rent or whatever they want to use it for. And then the dad is still buying school clothes, buying school nothing is wrong with it. But it's like, what are you doing? Like what's going on? I
It's more about the power. If you not gonna be happy with me, I'ma make sure you ain't happy. And the number one way, I'm gonna give a caveat first. The men get strength through family. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why you see if a man fam household ain't right, he's not really in the best mental state. You know what I'm saying? If he's not around his kids, he's a stressed out dad, and that's been me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this one right here, like I want y'all to Google this because a lot of y'all don't even know y'all examples of parental alienation. And what I mean by parental alienation is you're literally going to isolate the other parent because you don't want them around your kid because so said reasons. It is different if he's pedophile or something crazy like that. But in 90% of these cases of parental alienation, it had nothing to do with that. And literally, they're using the most important thing, his legacy. Guys who have husband energy, guys, especially if it's a boy or even a daughter, his kid, the fact that you're taking away his kid and the access, the fact that he can't go to his kid, it's a power thing. Like you have to ask her. You know what I mean? You know how weak you feel to ask your baby mom permission to see your child? Like for real. Like, can I get him? Like, hopefully I get him. You got hope. You know what I'm saying? And every time she said no, it hurts. Like, for real. Like, not being around your kid and shit like that.
Can I do this? Can I do that? No.
No. But you're going to pay though. And they're going to tell you. They're going to keep telling you that. You're going to pay, but you're not seeing your child. You're going to pay. Like you had a child, so you're going to pay as long as he's alive. But you're never going to see your child. You know what I'm saying?
Know what?
And we see a lot.
I have a lot of friends like that. And you know what I tell them? Like, you on child support and already go back to court. Let the judge know that you're not seeing, you want weekend visitations, you want to see your kid. Let the judge know what's going on. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't know. And then I'm not even trying to be funny here. In Texas, 9 times out of 10, you go to child support court. They're going to rule with the mom.
Facts.
They're going to rule with the mom.
But you will get custody though if you're not wilding. If you're not, if your background history, and a lot of people think because their background, this is some real game because I actually had to go to court 4 times for me to be able to get my son like on a consistent basis. I had to go to court 4 times, so I know the processes and shit like that. So I'm thinking everything that I did myself will keep them as anything bad on my record to keep make kind of affect their decisions. That's not reality. When I looked at the list of crimes, it's all crimes with a child. That makes sense.
Exactly.
And then I had none of those. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of people think because they sold drugs, none of that's on there. Do you touch kids? Did you have issues with the kid? Do you have any history of you abusing the kid? None of these do you sell drugs? So if you're a criminal, blah, 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 what you do, and you think just because she's telling you you're a criminal, you're not getting your kids, that's cap. If you never abuse your kid, you can get your kid. And also, IFP, right? Informal paupers. This is some free game. Write this down if you're going, because there's only one way, and Queen just told you, there's only one way to win in parental alienation. It ain't to stress you out and try to bargain with a female who's illogical. There's only court. You know what I'm saying? Hold her in contempt of court. You know what I'm saying? Keep contempt in her ass. When she, every single time that she doesn't abide by the court order, because now they'll have a written contract. You know what I'm saying? But back to before we even get to the written contract, informal paupers, right?
Can I throw something real quick?
IFP.
Can I throw something real quick? You know what I tell my friends too?
Yeah.
Go to the school and make sure that you are on the pickup list. And if you're on the pickup list, get your child. But is she gonna call the police? That's not kidnapped. That's your child. Go pick him up.
All right. That's real. That's heavy. Go pick your kid up. But IFP, informal purpose, this is what you do. You go there. Let's say you don't have no money because it's like about $400 or $500 to get all the paperwork filed and stuff like that. So, and this is actually dope because it helps you, so you don't have to do it with her at all, right? Because when you file, you have to. It's like 50 pages or whatever, but it's gonna be like four copies of the same thing. That makes sense. Like 12 pages, four different copies. So it's going to go to one's going to go to pathonetary, one's going to go to her, one's going to go to the judge, and one's going to go to you. So if that makes sense. So 12 times 4, 48. Right? It's the same thing, but it's just you have to keep writing it because it's 4 different versions of the same thing. Right? But if you file for affordable purpose, you won't have to pay for anything. And also, if you get, and it takes about 2 weeks, you know what I mean? You go file for a formal purpose, and they send you a letter back in 2 weeks. And if you get approved, you can take that letter to the sheriff's office, and they will serve her for you. You don't even have to deal with her. The cop, oh yeah, blah blah, you're getting served by the court because you're not your custody. AKA, they're raising and saying you're not doing what you're supposed to. And also, remember, file first as a guy. Never let the baby mom file to go to court because you're only going to court to discuss what was filed. So if you file on her, they're only there to discuss what you have, the problem you have. Because if she had a problem, she would have filed the same way you did. Obviously, it ain't a problem. If that makes sense?
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Free game.
Exactly. So actually, this is some free game right here. Because this is personal. It sucks that I had to go through the situation, but now I can get free game. So now you get the IFP. They serve her for you. And then after 2 weeks, you bring the IFP to the pathonetary. You already got your packet filed. So, you know what I'm saying? And now you go in there. You don't have to, the whole $500 fee is waived. And once you get the IFP, and when you give it to the pathonetary, because it's already waived, you will have a hearing, which is a mediation hearing. And what a mediation hearing is, y'all trying to come together so y'all don't have to spend the thousands of going to the big court. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come to, there's a mediator there that's doing the typing or whatever. I forgot the word. But y'all gonna come, it's gonna be you and her, and none of the kids are allowed. So you don't have to worry about your kid, you speaking facts to him and telling his mom, him finding out who his real mom is. That you don't really want that. You don't want your kid to look bad at their mom. And that's one thing you never want to do. Because then if you make them look bad, you look bad, you know what I'm saying? So, but moving forward, right? If you're dealing with parental alienation, you go to the pathonetary, you file it. You will have a mediation hearing with the mediator in less than a month, right? So it's like a 6-week process, 2 weeks to get your IFP. But if you want to pay the $500 and go straight to the pathonetary, you'll get it in a month. But me personally, I'll wait the 2 weeks to save me $500. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that frugal.
See, your way is so, your way is so professional. Your way in your mind is like, go make sure you're on a pickup list at school and go get your kid. You see how you?
Yo,
I like your way too, though.
Right, because women let you go pick them up one time, and then the next time you got a PFA. I don't want you around, but nah, bro. But that's how it be, bro. Like you stalking, blah blah blah. It's always something. You feel what I'm saying? So the only way to deal with this right here is through the court system, through the pathonetary and the sheriff's office. So now after the week you do the mediation, but the point is, and okay, so when you're going into the mediation, you should be thinking, what do I want? You know what I'm saying? Do I want the kids on the weekends? And also be realistic with yourself. Don't talk about I want full custody and you're one of these truck drivers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're working 100 hours and you're working every other weekend, get your kids every other weekend, and then maybe day here, after school hours, blah blah blah. Put all of that in there so she's live, right? So your objective is to solve this at the mediation, so you don't have to spend $5,000-$10,000. And when you go to the big courts, you actually have to spend, just before you even accept the big court, you have to go to a what they call a counseling. And they're like 3 classes and they're $300 a piece and they're mandatory. You have to pay the $900 at 3 classes before you even get a chance to go to the big courts. So your objective is to get an agreement in the mediation. You know what I'm saying? And then in the mediation, if you know what you want, you get it, blah, blah, she's probably going to downgrade you. Do not play the game. You know what I'm saying? You're there to make her look like what she's acting right now. So acting like her doesn't get you nowhere. So, oh no, I don't care about that. No, we're like, let's say he didn't do this. Then you should have filed. Then.
Right.
He filed. If you really had a problem with this man, you would be the one filing. Shut up, and listen to his problem. We're here to solve his problem, and that's literally how you have to solve it. Take her power completely out of it, and give the power to the mediator. So now you then came up with, let's say you came up with every other weekend, day, whatever. So now when you leave the mediation, right, you already have a preset court order. And the only way she can break that court order is by paying the $900. And because if she filed to go to court, she had to pay for the $900 for the 3 classes and then paid a couple thousand to go to the big court. Is she really realistically going to do that? Not at all. So the court order is going to stand and you're going to get your kid. And every time she doesn't do this, you can literally file her in contempt. And after 3 contempts, she goes to the county.
I like that.
What do you think?
I like that. Free game for real.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand because the people are dealing with a lot of dudes, bro, mentally broken over this. Mentally broken. Like for real, like a dad separated from his kid. And it'd be different if he was a deadbeat. Deadbeat dads live their best life.
Yeah.
When you go on a deadbeat dad Facebook, I swear to God, nobody's vacationing like a deadbeat dad. Man. Nobody. No worries. What kid? They don't even know their kid name. They forgot. Damn. Oh, that is my son. How you doing? Yeah, I just got back from Jamaica, man. I was up doing my thing. I got my second wife. Bro, for real. They don't have no worries. But a man without worry is a weak man. And a lot of people don't understand that. If I'm not worried about what's going on in my life ain't really that important.
Thanks.
It's not really that heavy. Because if you have a God-given drive or goal that you're going, it's going to be harder. Remember we talked about this off camera when I told you the devil don't mind you destroying yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think their life is easy? You see what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get somewhere, you should be worried about you're worrying about your family, you're worrying about your kids, you're worrying about did they do this, did they do that, did I handle this, If you have none of these thoughts in your head, you're probably a weak man. Because at the end of the day, your job as a man, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, the husband and husband duties. My job is to literally sacrifice my life to make sure y'all have the best one. It's fucked up, but that's really what a man is. Like people want to think a man is somebody that provides. No, a man is somebody who literally sacrifices happiness, his time, his effort to make sure his family is straight. And we get our own love out of that, knowing that you got a roof over your head, knowing you got food, knowing the kids look nice, knowing that the kids are in the best school, knowing that they're doing their thing. We're working 60 hours a week, not doing nothing for ourselves, but our kids are in the best schools. Our wife is wearing Louis Vuitton. Our wife is feeling herself. She just got the new car. That's what a real man is. Sacrifice. So if you're looking for a man, look at what he's willing to sacrifice for you. Okay. Is he willing to go? Is he willing to really, for example, like 2-3 years ago, I wanted to take surprise the lady I was dealing with at the time for her birthday, take her to Puerto Rico, right? Woke her up with the confirmation tickets in her email. Before that, 8 months of working 10 hours a day. 8 months grinding. You see what I'm saying? What was I really sacrificing? I was sacrificing my body, my rest, my health, so I can make sure she has a memory that, like, you know what I'm saying, that she knows she's loved. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what real men. That's what real men is. Sacrificing so your kids not being broke, right? Being broke every day so your kid can play nationally. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta pay, you gotta drive 12 cities in 14 weeks. You gotta get a hotel 4 out of 6 weeks, spend 3,000, 4,000 hours a month. You look bummy as hell, but your kid's one of the best players in the world, about to go to the NBA. That's what a man is. Sacrificing for their family and getting that love in situations out of that sacrifice coming into real life situations. Which is
Okay. Agreed. I like that.
yeah,
I like that.
sacrifice. Like a lot of people don't willing to sacrifice for, like, a lot of dudes. They're like, there's not too many shit. Like, it got to be a special female for me to think I'm a grind for, like it's like her birthday was in April, so I started in probably September putting money away for this situation. See what I'm saying? So the fact that I literally nobody knew I was doing this. I ain't never say nothing about it. Nobody knew I was doing this. Never mentioned I was taking her nowhere. Never blah blah. Just woke her up. Yo, it seems like it was out of nowhere, but was it really? You see what I'm saying? It was 8 months in the making. It was a sacrifice. It was going to do the overtime because your son. Okay, my son wants to do travel, whatever. I know it's going to be mad money. So okay, I will look bummy so my son can look great. If you're not willing to do that, you're not a man. And you could tell what dudes what I'm talking about. Like, you see them, their kids ain't involved in anything, but they look and doing everything. They're not sacrificing themselves for them.
Women too. I get where you're coming from. Women too. They look a certain type of way, and their kids, they look a certain
Ratchet
type of
material.
way.
You
So,
heard?
yeah.
Automatically. If I was looking at you as a queen, automatic ratchet material. You're going in that pile. Because at the end of the day, if you was looking bummy and your kids look good, you're going in the wife material. But if you out here and your kids look a mess, okay, so now we're gonna get to the point. This one, shout out to my boy Juan for this one. Are your kids too bad for you to have a man? What do you think? Before I go in, what do you think about this one? Are the kids too bad? Yeah. And this is another one of them wifey categories that men look at and X you out. What you think?
If your kid, listen. It depends because everybody have their own definition. But if you don't have control of your kids, they're
Yeah.
just running all over the place now. That just speaks a lot. Like, I cannot date a person with badass kids.
Yeah.
No,
It's not even about the kids being bad. It's about the structure. You have
yeah,
no authority. You have no authority. And you know it's so crazy. You can tell the female, right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly how I go, right? The kid is acting crazy, right? She's at your house, you meet the kid for the first time, right? Because we're looking at how the other person will look at the significant other, whether it's male or female, looking at the kids, right? So with
right.
that being said, and the kid look at you like you're a joke when you try to correct them. That lets me know that you're showing off for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kid literally just told me that. When do we do this? Like that's what that means. Like when did you start correcting me for acting like this? That's pretty much what it means. X'd out,
No,
ratchet
for real.
material.
For
That's
real.
real, bro. You gotta remember, I look at everything forward and backwards a lot. And women, like when it comes to me, like they don't realize what they're telling me because I'm a law reader. So I'm looking at things from a whole nother thing. Like I've been doing contract 616. My job was to keep women away from contractual predators. And a lot of people don't even know what that is. And if you don't know who that is, what that is on here, that's literally okay. I'm gonna give you an example. I had this model. I'm not gonna say her name because she's still on Facebook and all that. So anyway, ex model, right?
Mm-hmm.
She, one of my models, she went to go do a photo shoot with some guy for like a, you know, the girl that take pictures in front of the cars, the car shows and shit. One, but she know English, but she don't know contractual English. It's a whole nother ballgame. There's regular people that speak English that don't understand contractual lingo and contractual verbiage. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, she thought she was signing a contract, right? That she was just he release form where, you know, the photographers say I have the right to post, you know what I mean? Because some girls be like, I'm not posting it, and then you took the picture for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So she thinks she signed a release form, but really it was a model management contract that literally says he makes for the next year or whatever. She works for him. She can't make no money unless he's involved, and if she does, he can sue her for double that amount, and he's liable for 50% of any money she makes doing modeling.
Wow.
It got to a point where she was just like, I'm gonna just chill with modeling and come back with you a year later. She ended up never start modeling again. That was her plan, but she never like started modeling just off of that situation. But that was a contractual predator. We watch it in the music industry. I'm gonna give you this money, right? But when you look at the contract, I legally own you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a lot of that stuff going on. And then I learned from being in New York, watching people literally smile in people's face. Hey, how you doing? But then the black and white showed me, you don't fuck with me. That's why I love law. The black and white shows you their intention. And watch out. Watch out for guarantees on your end. Like you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. But when it comes to them, if you do this, this could happen. If you do this, this could happen. Do you see any liability in it?
I understand. But how would you, do you think just reading over everything will kind of?
Nah, you gotta know what you're talking about. Go to somebody who actually understands the verbiage. You're not going to understand. You're not going to understand at all. Like, and it's so crazy. There was this guy that was actually a contractual predator doing all this shit like that. He had like, if we look at his page, he made an Instagram where he was actually using Photoshop where he looked like he worked with Cardi, he worked with Biggie, he worked with Lil Wayne, everything every day. Like it was a new flyer that he made that nothing really happened.
Wow.
So he had people, he made a fake tour and everything, had people, but then when they looked at the contract, I was like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? My man put me on like, yo, I don't understand this. What do you think? I said, bro, everything you have to do is guaranteed. Everything he do is if he chooses. Wow. There's a whole bunch of ifs. That's literally what they be doing. So you're liable and you're contractually signed that says you have to do. Bro, contractual predators are 90% of the industry. If you're a rapper, you're not making money like the people who ain't rapping. If you're a basketball player, you're not making money like the people who ain't playing basketball. Like, okay, even in the shoe business, contractual predator. I pay you $30 million a year, right? Let's use LeBron. He got a lifetime deal, $1 billion a year, right? $1 billion lifetime deal, $50 million a year. It sounds good, right?
Right.
Sounds good, $50 million a year, right? What happens? But you don't make no money. I make all the money off the shoes. You just make, but you might get incentives if it goes number one or it goes way above sales. You can get incentives here. You know what I'm saying? But you're locked in for life, $50 million a year. What if we make $6 billion a year off of you, off your sneakers, and they're only buying it because they're the LeBrons every year? That's literally what's going on. Rappers, I'm gonna pay you $1 million for 10 years of your masters, or your masters is the rights to like. If I have your masters, I can make money off of shit. Whoever has the master can put it in movies and all that stuff. So if I pay you 10 million, I pay you $1 million for 10 years of your music, and I'm making 40 million every year. You didn't make 1% of your money. What's going on in every industry? They're not making 1% of their money. And that's why God sent me here to be contractual predator, get away from that. Like, no, hell no. Do that. They say, no, hell no. We're not doing that. Show you how to do this. Don't sign that. If they're willing to give you $1 billion now, you worth more than that. Do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell.
So you feel like before you sign something, take it to
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always use multiple people.
Okay.
Even me, I'm a very contractual being, but I always overlook it because the way they word stuff, you might not understand stuff differently. You might, like, you might, you know what I'm saying, might not see something, but a second eye, they like, oh, did you pick this? Oh, I didn't peep that. The percentages, blah, blah, because something might sound good to you. They're very good at making stuff sound good using the words. But sounding good and being good are two different things. And that's where the contractual predators come in at, like, and they're all over the industry. Because especially if she got
if we never had that private conversation, I wouldn't even, because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's literally most industries are ran by predators. The whole music industry is predatory. That's why, like, remember I'm telling you about what like that, and that's why I've been saying, like, be mindful. But before we go too far, we're going crazy off topic now. I wanted to get back into the but that was some free game too. Like, a lot of people don't understand the being in the game, like contracts or shit like that. The industry is mostly like that. So are the kids too bad, right? So if her kids and she shows she has no structure, what if I accidentally get you pregnant? I know I'm gonna have ratchet kids. You're a dub. That's what I'm thinking. If me and you end up having a kid or whatever, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? They gonna be ratchet.
No.
Listen, you had 3 chances to make a good kid, and you went 0 for 3. So if you get a 4th kid, which happened to be mine, and also I have I got the future of the NBA over here. My son, that's why I said you gotta see him play basketball one time, bruh. He been winning his whole life. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So my son is very structured. He lives like he's in the NBA right now. Mondays and Wednesdays, practice. Tuesdays and Thursdays, training. Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, he probably has 4 to 5 games. And he's in a different city next week. 12 cities, 14 weeks. They won 11 cities out of the 12. You know what I mean? Yeah. So with that being said, if she has no structure and all her kids are doing nothing, what will my son become? If that's, especially if let's say that we got married and that's his brother and sister, or they're around each other all the time and they look at each other as brother and sister.
I mean, that's true. That's true. That's definitely true. I feel like that speaks a lot about a person. Like, if your kids or not, if there's no structure there, if there's no some type of discipline, if there's no respect, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's not because I'm not gonna cap, like, real bad kids for no reason irritate me. I don't want to sound like that person, but it really irritates me. Like, for your kid to be walking around 2 and 3 and still in diapers and screaming and yelling and cussing and doing all kind of, it's gonna make me just like sit down. Like, I don't know, it's gonna irritate me because, like, what's going on? What's going on?
And it's just so crazy. Like, and I'll be low. Like, I'll be in the dark a lot because I can see what I'm thinking. Does that make sense? Yeah. In the dark, you can actually visualize. Like even in the morning, I know between 5 and 7, I get my greatest prophecy. You know what I'm saying? That's my creation hour. You know what I'm saying? I can actually, especially when now this is a free game too. When you first wake up, keep your eyes closed and then think, and you'll be able to see it because your body's at a calm state. You know what I'm saying? You're not fully awake. Your eyes are closed, but you're thinking now. All you're doing is thinking in your body. So now you can actually see your thoughts, and whatever you're seeing, you can actually see the situation, which is kind of a light form of astral projection, but that's a whole nother thing. But I got a special classic topic for you. We're gonna talk about this: the hell dates. What was your hell date? We're gonna talk about that. What was the worst date you had, Queen? What happened?
I don't know. I really have to think about that. Because you know what, I am such a square. I try to make light of anything. So I don't know. I have to think about that. Give me an example for a hell day for you.
I'm about to give you an example, right? Right. So like, this shit was wild, right? So I picked Shorty up Went to the restaurant, right? This shit was wild, right? Like, so I went to the restaurant. Luckily, this is actually funny. The waiter actually looked out for you. So you know what I mean. I'm taking her out. If I like, I'm a big person, and whoever's idea it is, whoever idea it is to go on a date should pay for the date.
Me too.
I don't do the man versus. If you want to take me out, you said I didn't have a plan to go on a date today. If you telling me we should go on a date today at this time, you should be taking me out. If I'm doing that, saying I want to take you somewhere, I'm gonna pay. So I want to take her somewhere. I took her. I think we went to Red Lobster or something like that, right? Shorty immediately orders the $300 meal from the beginning. Like the appetizer. I'm gonna start off with this, and then I'm thinking about like that shit $300. I'm talking about the whole feast for herself. Then she ordered like 3, 4 drinks, liquor, the best liquor there. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm a mathematician. I'm $500 in, and they ain't asked me what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
the thing that made it so bad of a date, right? So bad of a date. Her objective of conversation is, so where do you think we're going to be taking me? Like, if me would do with each other, where would you take me? Like, would you buy me nice things? Do you buy design? Do you deal with design? Like, she start asking. She's trying to measure how much money she can get out of me, not knowing I'm a complete numbers whiz, and I'm a completely pay for this. I take the loss today and just to never deal with you again. You know what I'm saying? But she's literally, like, yo, would you do this for me? Would you do this? I'm not thinking, I might remind you. Only thing I really know about her is her name. She's not telling me nothing about herself at all. All she's doing is asking for this, asking for that, asking for this, asking for that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, I started trying to get regular conversation. She said, enough about that. Like, where are we going? Like, do you like are we going on any trips soon? Are we doing this? I'm like, yo. And then the dude, the waiter ended up using, but he seen how much the bill was, bro. And he ended up using his discount and doing 50% off. But with 50% off, the bill was $350.
And you pay for it.
Yeah, I did. I probably shouldn't have, but it was one of those things. I'm gonna pay this and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Never call her again. But because my mom said, if I'm taking you out, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to do something nice because I took Red Lobster or whatever, let it, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that she would have spent $700 worth of food, my meal was probably 40, $50, if that. So out of the $700, she ordered the $660 of it. First time we ever chilled with each other, linked up, anything. What'd you think?
No, that's a no. I'm sorry. That's a no. We would have split the bill.
Yeah, I wanted
We
to.
would have
Yeah,
split the bill only because she was trying to play on your top. Like, come on.
I know. I know.
Like you just wanted a free meal out of it. And that's some broke bum shit. Like, no. We would have split the bill. We would
Yeah,
have
I
definitely
don't know.
split the bill.
Shout out to the waiter though. Shout out to him. You can't. He
Yeah.
was real. White guy too. Once she ordered the what you drawing when you order something and the waiter look at her like she crazy. You ordered the $300 feast as the first thing you want, and you said, and then she starts talking. I'm gonna kind of grab something. I'm gonna start off with the $300 feast. That's pretty much how.
Where did you? I'm so curious where you met her at. Now it don't matter, but it's like
Where did I meet Shorty at? I think I met her on the gram for real. I should have knew better when you meet someone off social media. Not even off social media. When you meet someone off the gram or something like that, it's a hit or miss. You feel me? But yo, Shorty was fire. Like this is me in my younger years where I actually like was looking at. I didn't even really kind of do my like. It goes back to the original thing. I didn't do my selection process. Because if I would have just sat there and talked to her, the very first time I sat there and talked to her, she literally let me know she's trying to get money out of me.
that.
And me, you see what I'm saying? Me being where the game coming from the game where I come from, being a number person and happen to be the grown person. You know what I'm saying? I would have been an extra out because I would extra out immediately. I knew who she was. You know what I'm saying? But because I was in Delulu land thinking of what my other head, the cheeks was definitely cheeking. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that's my weakness, man. Yeah, I'm one. I like cheeks, man. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey. I like beautiful women with cheeks, man.
Hey, you know
Hey,
what? So I met this guy through my cousin, right? So
right.
we all went to the movies. We all was chilling, and I think I don't know if we kind of just pulled up because he used to smoke. So we
Right.
pulled up like to his homeboy house, and he rolled up or whatever, and his baby mom showed up. How she knew where we were, I don't know. I swear, I had to think about that. Like when you went to second, I was like, yeah, because it was a hell date because the actual date was actually cool. Like we went to the movies. I think we went to see Precious. Like we went to the
Yeah.
movies. We were
That's deep.
kicking it like, and she pulled up, and like, so I'm in the passenger seat. He's in the driver's seat, and then you see a car pull up, and then I'm looking like her body language. You can tell what it was by her body language. So but she ended up going to his side, and she took it up with him. So that's all that matters. But I was kind of like, I thought you said you were single, But
Yeah. That's wild.
the actual date was okay, but it was the after effect that was like,
You
I
want to hear
think that's
something cold?
like the worst. That's the worst thing that ever happened.
Crazy. This is not even a date. It wasn't a date, but it was a crazy situation.
It was a crazy situation because, like
Right.
I
And
said,
now,
with
but
the
in a
date,
situation, no.
I'm a
Now
square.
check
I'm
this,
gonna make
right?
the best
This
out
shit
of
wild, right? All right, check this. Long story short, before I even get to before I even tell you the beginning, just know at the end of the story, I was climbing over a gate naked, right, with my drawers on my ankle, right. So okay, so me being like, I ain't gonna lie, if I rock with you, it's anywhere. You touch my body, I'm ready. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. Like you lean up too close to me, you might end up in some shit. So don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always ready, right? So I'm at Shorty house, right? We chilling, whatever, blah blah blah. Her dad had like a 1 bedroom apartment, whatever. He wasn't there, but she didn't want to go in his room, so we were kind of sleeping with each other in a half bathroom, and the half bathroom, just the sink
this.
and the
The,
toilet
the
right
toilet.
situation,
Mhm.
right? So we're on the floor here, right? In between the tub and the toilet, we're doing what we do. All of a sudden, I hear somebody kicking the door, and it's her dad. Mind you, my clothes is on like for some reason I put my like I must have been wild. I must have just ripped my fucking hoodie off and put right in the bathroom down. Because mind you, I look around to grab my shit. Everything except for my boxers is not in this bathroom. So anyway, so I had to climb through the window with my drawers like out on my legs, bro. Like bro. So I ran. Her crib was like around the corner, but it was like a good 7 to 10 minute walk. So I had to run in my box. Well, like at first I had to climb over. I was so scared of her dad. I don't know what he was on the other side of the door. He probably clapped me. I got his daughter going crazy. You know, I'm in the half bathroom. He kicking the door down. She was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I hop out the window, climb over the gate, almost ripped my whole joint on the joint. That luckily I ain't get scarred down there, but jumped over, ran the whole way home like yo in my drawers. Never got none of my clothes back either. Anyway, long story short, they moved her back to Germany. Like her mother, he said there like seen her like 2 weeks later at school, and she like yo, I'm about to move back to Germany. I'm like, well, what happened? I'm like, hold on, what? So I'm thinking, I ain't think it had nothing to do with me. Because 2 weeks later, right? I'm about to move back. I'm about to move to Germany, right? So I'm like, what happened? Like, what's going on? She like, you know what happened.
Yeah.
My dad was on the other side.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. Like, what?
Yeah. But yeah, I literally ran like at least 10 blocks in my drawers. No shoes.
And then you said, what happened?
No, but I didn't expect that. Like, I don't expect her to send her back to her country because her mom lived in Germany and her dad lived in America. They live like around the corner from me, and she went to school with me. Me and her met because I was her model. Like she was a fashion designer. Like at my school, I went there for ECRT, like trying to computer repair trade. She was there for fashion design. So and like every year they do like a hair, cake, and fashion show where the fashion designers design clothes and the cosmetology and do the hair, and then they have like a cake competition for the people that's doing culinary arts, right?
Okay.
So there's a specific like part of the show where it's non-fabric. So she made me a suit out of paper mache. Yeah. And I got to be in the fashion design room all day.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how we end up meeting. And then the fact that I did it for her, and it's like she's one of them girls that she get a B, she'll start crying. She's one of those. You know what I mean? So for the fact that I actually sacrificed my time, this is after, like, this is, you know what I mean? I sacrificed. I could have been studying, doing something else, but I was literally in her class getting measurements. It was actually pretty cool, like to actually see her come. Like she made dresses out of trash bags, all types of crazy shit. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And she fell in love with me, like, because she already kind of liked me, but she kind of fell for me when I literally helped her achieve her goal. But then she don't like me at all anymore. I actually seen her within the last like 5 years. She did hit me with that joint. I couldn't even say hi. Yeah.
What did you expect?
I can't say hi. God dang.
What did you expect?
She's still fine too. She's still fine.
My dad sent me back. That was a traumatic experience for that man. Just to send her back home, like, no. I wouldn't have 2 words for you either. Stay away from me, sir.
It was your idea to go in the half bathroom. It was her idea, bruh. She used to ride her bike to the crib, like from the suburbs. And I lived in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but then again, we got too comfortable. We were doing it too frequently, like, you know what I'm saying? Like coming like but then when that happened, I was like, damn, like she told me she left because it's crazy over there. And now the fact that they sent her back. That's what I kept thinking about. So I wanted to get a chance to apologize at least. I couldn't even get a hey. Fuck me up. I was like, damn, I was really sitting there thinking like then I had to go through the pain all over again. Like, damn, I'm not 16 no more. Like, why do I feel I'm still hurt about that? I'm like, God damn. Like, but like that was my word. That was the craziest, I think, situation. Like, I ain't never run 10 blocks that fast in my drawers. What you think? That shit wild.
That was wild. That was definitely wild.
I said, yeah. But I be seeing him too, though. I be seeing him all the time. Her dad,
what's his energy? Like, what's the vibe?
Every time you see me, but he give me the dirtiest look. But I don't want no smoke. Every time I see him, because he's one of them dudes that you ever see them dads that just all day. They just look like they not with no shit for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I see him all the time because he lives mad close to my mom. My mom still lives in the house that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he lives pretty much around the corner from my mom. So whenever I see him driving, he'll stop. But he did this like 3 times. He stop, like he'll see me like just before I was driving and shit. He'll see me. He'll drive, stop, look at me crazy, and then keep going. Like he'll just stop. And he want me to know he don't fuck with me. Like heavy, like
He wants you to know for real, like he like Cardi, like when we beef forever. He like it's not over with, son. I don't care how many years have passed. Like you,
I don't blame him. He was kicking the shit out of that door, yo. Blue, blue, blue.
did you want to apologize to him? Like, did you want to say anything to him? Like, if you could say anything to him, what would it be? Would you apologize at all?
How can I apologize? I had a great time in that bathroom. That was a good time. Like the sex was A1. Like that shit was the A1. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't say I'm gonna apologize for the sex, but I will apologize for what we was doing at your house.
Okay. Okay.
I apologize that point. But me being a young boy I was, you wanna go in the bathroom? Of course. Yeah, of course I do. Like, what's up? Like, and she's a straightforward female. Like, yo, she's like the female like you was, because it wasn't never a relationship situation like the one you were talking about. Yo, slide over. You know, are you hitting this tonight? Like, what are you doing today? I ain't doing nothing. But are you hitting this tonight or what? Like, of course, sure, sure. I'm on the way. Man, I should have never felt for that shit. Man. It was too elite. Like when a situation is too perfect, it's only lasting 2 months. I swear to God. Ain't that the realest shit though? Yo, that's the realest shit. When you love it there, like it lasts like 2 months. I swear to God. Yo, that's a real shit, bro. Like Shorty rock, yo. Cause she couldn't smoke in her house. So she'd come pull up, ride her bike, and bring pizza every Friday, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I don't want to snitch on myself, but my mom used to work third shift, you know, and she knew the schedule. Mom left 11, you know what I'm saying? She'd be there 11:15. Pizza, and I had the gas, you feel what I'm saying? And I had the basement room, so she can come straight through the back door, straight through the kitchen, nobody see her. Even if my mom was there, my mom's room was on the second floor. She could literally just walk straight in, come back out. You know what I'm saying?
Hot boy.
I was a hot boy, bro. I was wild, bro. I was wild. Like at me at 16, that's why I'm glad you getting to see the mature me. Cause you would have thought I was a low vibrational. Cause I used to walk around 7 women, 2 cars full of women, pull it up with strippers all over here, doing all this type of stuff. I used to literally, I wasn't coming outside unless I had 4 or 5 women with me. I was living like a different lifestyle at 16. Cause that's when I really, cause I was trying to build my model agent brand. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to know that I'm like, this is what I do. You know what I mean? I'm walking heavy. I'm pulling up in a car full of women with another car full of women following me to the strip club. I'm providing, you know what I'm saying? So I was literally wild. Like I was really on some hornball shit. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like that's why I said I'm glad I grew in my selection process. I was just trying to smack everything bad. She was elite.
It's going down, right?
100%. Like, bruh, I was always down, and I was always doing some wild shit. Like even little stuff like that. Like remember I told like before, like when I had like senior year and stuff like that. I was already managing dancers in North Carolina, the stadium in DC, Philadelphia. This is me in high school.
You talking too much. What's the next topic?
Yeah. The next topic. I think that's the last one. So make sure the last one. Make sure y'all that we give it too much game on. Make sure. But that's why I said I'm an open book. That's why I don't really care. They get like yo. Right, they go.
You were actually too young to be moving like that. So
there's some dude out there. Huh? I wasn't drinking or nothing like that, but I look like this. Right?
It doesn't matter. You have to be a certain age to get inside of the strip club. You know that.
Not when you hiring a security. That's why I said I was living a different lifestyle at that time. That's why I said I don't. I can't be I was chilling like so. Imagine imagine how wild I was. I didn't need no IDs. I was hiring insecurity. You know what I mean? So, but
I
that's
see.
why I am the man I am, and I value certain things now more important, like because because at the end of the day we had the girl at that time, lust, 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 and I literally got nothing out of like, bruh, nothing out of it, nothing. There's nothing positive. I'm not saying nothing positive because I still in the entertainment business to this day, and so I learned a lot from the contracts and other stuff like that, and being able to help people because I was literally protecting people. I was still always a good man, always, always a good man. Because my job was to be the girl and the dog to protect the women and make sure everything's good and get them into bookings and they're not in the strip club, music videos, events, all the other stuff. That was me, right? But I was a lust-based individual, and that I had no selection process. Were you pretty enough for me to hit? Only selection process I had. Only.
I'm so glad you have grown.
Yeah, most
Thank God
definitely.
for growth. Thank God for
Yeah,
growth. And then you actually got all that out the way. Like you were supposed to. You were young. So you got all that out the way early. So now,
nah.
now
Why
you
you think
have
I don't go out?
husband energy.
Yo, and that's different. Yo, that's major. Like niggas walking around different. Like, yo, and you know how you got husband energy. No matter what type of female it is, she gonna try to change. You know what I'm saying? She gonna try to change to fit what you like. You know what I
Yes.
mean? She can be like a whole thought John, blah blah blah. I can know that already. Well, as soon as she come over here, she's gonna be on her best behavior. Trying, oh, you're not gonna hold the door open for me, bruh. Stop, fam. My man put me on already, fam. Stop, fam. Stop. Give it up. It's over.
It's like she asking her to send you a picture, and she like you, and she sent one. You like, nah, my man already got this picture. I need the other one. I already seen this one.
Yeah, we already seen that. That was already in the group chat. That was the one in the group chat. No, because women be acting. Yo, another thing too. A lot of y'all niggas be in these group chats, but I ain't gonna with the females. They group chats be crazy. That's why, yo. If a females would, like, yo, that's what you said. If a female really fuck with you, like, let me see the group chat.
Right. So that's the thing. So it's like when your partner's like, okay, let me see your phone. It's like, all right, you want to go through my social media? All right, cool. You want to see my inbox? Cool. But when they want to do that conversation between you and your best friend or that group,
That should have hurt
that's
your
where the
feelings.
truth
Never.
is. That's where
Don't do that,
everything
man.
is.
Because you gotta remember, but you still have to understand, and I had to learn that too. Like, she is talking to her best friend, right? So she's not just gonna tell her best friend the good stuff. She's gonna tell her bad stuff too. So let's just say that day she was expressing the bad stuff. It ain't gonna be, oh my God, I wish he would change. Nah, fuck that bum ass. Yo, real rap. That's really what it be like, yo. But at the end of the day, it's all motion based. Though. But we don't want to be on here too long. Make sure you follow on my homie. Uh, what is it? B_G boutique. B_BG boutique. Follow on Instagram. Christy Green on Facebook. Follow me, Khalil Brown, KHALIL or KNT Radio on Instagram. Make sure you're tuning in every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday, we're gonna be talking the relationship. We're gonna give you that spice. We're gonna give you real game. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to all be on husband energy. We're trying to all be on queen energy. We're trying to make it 50 years. And if not, we're gonna give you the sauce for real, for real. We talking coming from the loyal man, you know what I'm saying? I'm the real square. Come home every day. And I'm happy to do it.
For sure.
Peace.